Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is. Kurbmeister Klotz, back in the garage, working on my GT40 kit car. It's a race car replicas kit car. Today's episode is going to be all about gas tank surgery. As you can see, the car is pushed away on the side. That's how I keep it when I'm not working on it, so I can get two other cars in the garage. So we're going to be outside, but that's what the garage is like. So race car replicas gives you two tanks, two gas caps, two sending units. And I think the tanks were designed for a carbureted motor. I'm going fuel injected, and I want to have an in-tank pump in each tank, and I need real estate on the top of the tank to mount a 6-inch fuel hat. That's where the pump will be submerged in the tank. So I have to cut up the tank. I'm using the KISS principle. Keep it simple, stupid. Because I'm the kind of guy that could overcomplicate things. I was looking at surge tanks and motorized Pollock valves to select different tanks and all kinds of stuff. So anyway, I basically am using like two Corvette systems. And they come together at a Y. And of course, they'll have a check valve in them, so you could feed the engine with either tank. And I have a gas gauge to watch, and I'll just switch off the pump and select the other tank when I notice the one tank is going down. So I think it's a simple system. I went with Tanks Inc. for all my fuel system stuff. I got a box. I did an unboxing. That'll be included in this video. They're a company out of Iowa. US made, that's cool. Walboro pumps, good quality. They supply a lot of pumps for a lot of the muscle cars out there in production today. So I have two tanks I have to cut up. And I'm going to work outside today. It's a beautiful day. And I already marked up the tank. I'll show you what I got going. So let's do an unboxing. See what it is. It's from Tanks. This is my fuel system. Tanks is out of Iowa. It's all US made. These must be my in-tank pumps. Here's the hat, the pump hat. Got a pressure and a return and a vent. Terminals for the electrical. More goodies. So looking on the forums, everybody does their system differently. Two tanks, and I'm fuel injected, so I'm going to have to do some tank surgery. But I got a Walboro fuel pump. It's the 340. I think that's 340 liters an hour. Supposed to supposed to support 630 horsepower, one pump. Well, that's pretty cool. It even smells like fuel. So this is like a little surge tank in your tank. It bolts to the hat, and you put it in the tank. Your pump mounts somewhere like that, and then this is like a little reservoir. So the tanks on the GT40 are long and skinny. Of course, I can adjust this. I only need 6 inches. So the pump will go something like that. There's the sock for the bottom of the pump. That will live in here. So I like the Walboro pumps. They're used in the Hellcat and I don't know what Chevy does, but anyway, that's the vent. Got small fittings that screw in. So it'll be a very low mount. I have 1.5 inches here. I have 1.5 inches to work with. So this will screw down. I'm not going to screw it in all the way, but it will be looking like this, basically. So it'll be low mount. .1032 hardware. A little bit of destructions. There's a ring and a gasket. This will go on the inside of the tank. These are threaded. So I'll be able to pick this up. So there's my fuel tank. It's unbaffled. So this little reservoir tray is going to be a good thing for me. Hold a little bit of fuel so I don't uncover the pump when I stop, or if I have low, if my quarter tank are lower. I'm going to have to do some fuel tank surgery here. I need real estate for a 6-inch tank hat. So I got to be able to mount that 6 inches. Something like that on there. Of course, this is adjustable. I can cut this shorter. I'll save this flange here. This is for my fuel tank, the quantity sender. So I got to recreate this step, but I got to move it back about another 3 inches. So I got a buddy that's an excellent welder, and he's on board with it. I don't know if I even need this one because the pump hat itself has a vent. So this is the fill line, and there's the vent. So what I decided to do basically was run 2 Corvette fuel systems. Corvette has a filter regulator. And so it's a fuel filter, but it also regulates the pressure to 58 psi. So the pumps will run, the left and right tanks will be independent. I have 2 gauges that came with the kit. The dash has got 2 gauges for left and right fuel pumps or fuel tanks. I'll have switches. I only need to run 1 pump at a time. So let's see what else I got. It's always fun getting stuff. Of course, you got to have a bunch of hose. 3/8 fuel hose for my return and my pressure line. That'll be fine. Whole bunch of these, they're called push lock fittings. They're Russell. I think I ordered 30. I tried to figure out exactly how many I needed and which ones. There are a couple of check valves. So the 2 left and right systems will come to a Y, and each side of the system will have its own check valve so that you don't pump fuel into the other tank mistakenly. So left one in, right one in, out to the engine. So I have a Corvette with the same engine, LS7. And this is the way Chevy does it. So this is the inlet, this is the return, and this is the outlet. So this unit controls the pressure and also filters. And it's about time I changed that one. It's got a nice ground on it, especially good when you got aluminum chassis and fiberglass parts and everything. So 2 of those, 1 for each side. That's about it. Right now, I'm working on the firewall on the car, trimming it to fit underneath the spider just right. I want to put some rubber between the firewall itself and then the fiberglass spider. So that's all the excitement I got for today. But tanks, they're out of Iowa. They were very helpful on the phone, and I got everything, I think, in one box. Start out with a drawing. So this big circle is a 6-inch circle, and that represents the pump hat, the top of the pump. And I need to cut a 4.5-inch opening in the tank, so I'll be able to put the reservoir and the pump into the tank. And this here is for my fuel sending unit, 3-inch hole. So I figured 10 inches. I need to make a 10-inch space on top of the fuel tank. So I got all my stuff from Tanks Inc. I like this product here. Pretty cool. It's got its own reservoir right here. Small reservoir. There's that Walboro pump I was telling you about. There's a sock that fits on the end. I don't know, 30 microns. I'm not exactly sure, but keeps the big chunks from going through the pump. Of course, electrical goes through the hat. And I bought a whole bunch of these fittings, Russell fittings from Tanks. So everything's labeled. I have an extra vent I can use. And I'll have to cut this down because I only have 6 inches from here to the bottom of the tank. So I'll be cutting that down too. But first I got to do the tank and get it to my buddy Tony. So I'm already set up out here. This is the original tank. Race Car Replicas supplies. It's very good quality, thick aluminum. I think I'm guessing 50-52. Here's the sender, or the fuel sending unit flange. I'm gonna have to save this. My buddy will weld that back in. And I've drawn lines. So this is what I'm going to cut out. And where the tank lives in the car, there's not a lot of clearance from here to here. So this unit here is not, it's not screwed down all the way, but there's going to be plenty of room to slide that in the car with the fittings, and like that. So there's the tank. There's my cuts I'm going to make. This is the other end of the tank, the forward end. There's the fuel inlet and a vent. This is all good. Good quality, good stuff. But I just have to modify it because I went for an injected engine. So I'll put you guys on the tripod and you can check it out. Cover your beers. Put your safety glasses on. Put on your favorite pair of gloves. Let's cut some metal. Gotta say, got these at Walmart. Worst cutoff wheels I ever got. Okay, that's how I ended up. So I got a lot of real estate here. That pump will sit down in here. I'll have my fuel sending unit right here, all the way down to the bottom. So it's an odd shaped tank with this line here. So I'm going to be good. I'll use the flap wheel on it, clean up all the rough edges, get it ready for Tony. Have to save this piece here. I'll cut that out later. I'll go to Online Metals, get me some 5052 90 thousandths. That's 90 thousandths right there that I just cut. That's it for today, guys. Hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Leave me a comment, question, ideas. It's always good to hear from you guys. As always, Kurtmeister Klotz saying, keep the shiny side up and your nuts tight.